Okay, trying to finish up this knuckle here. So, go ahead and spin this a few more times here. There's some movement on our gear at least, so that's a good sign. I don't remember the tight spot was, the loose spot. That's obviously a tight spot right there. I can't just go back and forth with it, so it's tight. Got to push on it hard, so. Alright, I'm going to give it a few more rotations to get things broken in some more today. My hands have healed up a little bit, so it's not so bad. There we go. Things all warmed up. Going backwards right now. Probably about 500 RPM, right? Maybe 300. Who's counting? When the motor turns sideways, it doesn't work as good as when it's like this. Now we're going forward. Give your forearms a good workout here. Gravity's working pretty good. Checking the tight spot. If the flywheels are coming up, that's a good sign. That's good. Okay, when the lobes are over here, it was a tight spot right here. A little better. Can move with just my finger, it's a good sign. Come on, Clark, stay put. Okay. So that's the tight spot. Maybe that wasn't a tight spot. It doesn't move on this side. Yeah, a little bit. Wherever you stop, it's a tight spot. Alright, well, either way. Time to take it apart. I'm warmed up now. Fingers are getting sore. So that means it's time to take it apart. Right after we get a few more rotations just to make sure we got everything out of there that we can get out. Go lower RPM, see if I feel any high spots in there when I'm coming around. Feels pretty consistent. One spot where it kind of locks up a little bit like it was before. It's nice and smooth, which is a good sign. Okay, dirty rags out of the way. Alright, let's get this thing apart. See what we got going on here. Then we got to clean all this crap. That's going to be the fun part. Look a lot better if the customer polished the cover a little bit, but I don't like show polish, but I like a little bit of something there. Oh well, that's what he wanted. A lot less drag. See how much it came off one shot? Before I didn't want to do that, remember? It was fighting me all the way off. Okay, looks like the lapping compound just stayed right there on the edge of the cover, which is good. That's not a splatter down there, so that means cleanup's going to be pretty easy. It's contained right to where we're doing it. That's a big plus. Let's mop up. You want to make sure it's not on the gasket down here also. So take your finger, go like this along the inside edge, and if there's no trail on your finger, there's no lapping compound on that gasket. That's good. Actually, I'm going to need that towel. Put this over here. Okay. Looks like a little bit good on the pinion bushing, which I didn't really want to do. Yeah, a little bit good in there, it looks like. See that on the pinion bush there? We didn't want to hone that out anymore. That was fine the way it was. Make sure it's not inside that hole at all. Looks pretty clean. You can see how there's a residue on the case right there. I don't think that's anything on the bottom. Nope, nothing on the bottom of the case. That's good. Okay, obviously we know this is going to be covered in it. So I'll put that right over there. See, I'm trying not to touch any of the lapping compound on it. There's a large amount of it sitting right there. That's fresh stuff. Stuff didn't get used. Probably the best way to do this is pull the pinion gear off and clean it all out so you got access to it. Otherwise it's going to be really hard to get in there. As much as I don't want to do that, that's probably the best thing to do. Okay, this is our dirty rag. Clean your fingers off and keep the grip from going from one spot to another. Clean your fingers off. And a fresh towel to wipe those off. So you don't want to be transferring this stuff to a place we don't want to go to. This shouldn't really have much grit on it. You want any grit on this, that means you're transferring some more. Then you can clean with your regular rag. It's all about not transferring grit. Okay, I'm going to use our 2-jaw puller here to pull off the gear. Where is my tool? Power tools will be quicker. Oh well. This works too. See all this pressure we got to put back on to put it back on. Right to the last thread there. Okay, off my tool. Okay, touch a little bit. So now that's pretty nasty. That's That's all got to get cleaned out of there without making a big mess of anything else. Now we got 2 trails of lapping compound, the case down in here we got to get rid of. I'd show it the camera, but that'd be transferring grit to my camera, which I don't want to do. So I'll just do it like this, keep that spring out of the way. So I pulled a bunch of it out of there, obviously. Throw that away. A new piece. Now for the important part. I've stuffed this in the bottom of the case. So no liquid goes that direction. Pull that out of the way. I'm going to brake clean out a little bit. You don't want the brake clean to go inside the motor. Very important. Turn the motor over a little bit. Okay, that's dirty now. Pull another clean piece. Absorbent rag comes in handy for doing this kind of stuff. So you want to see much transfer of dirt onto that. Ideally there's none, but a slight amount, not much. So we had that much total transfer of crap. Very little. Get another fresh piece. Do the same thing again. Hopefully we get no transfer this time. That part was clean. Pretty clean, a little bit of there, but not much. The problem I got is I got this oil hole that had a little bit of something in there. I don't know how to get that out of there. I have no way of bleeding that out. I don't know how much is in there either. So, I wonder if this tube is the same. It's the same size. I stuck the tube way up in there. You see how the tube had a little bit of residue on it. I was spraying it from way to the other side. So hopefully nothing went inside. Wipe that off. I'm going to do the same thing again. Bunch of fluids running out the hole, which is good. Appears to be clean. Nothing more on the tube. Okay, so I think we got whatever was on there, we got it out, hopefully. My bench is nice and dirty though. Okay. Pull that out of that hole down there. Not too good. Do that again. Liquid coming out, appears to be still clean. Okay, I'm satisfied with that being clean. Alright, it's the best we can do. The oil had some in there which was bad, but I got it out. So the last thing you want to be doing on a fresh motor is it's all sealed up is dealing with lapping compound. Definitely not what you're trying to do. Alright, that's all back in there.